Welcome to AllReasonNoLogic and PigzTV's Beyond All Reason for you. Whether you're a new player or aiming to sharpen your skills, you're in the right place. Here we focus on helping you improve your game alongside Pigs, an emerging player eager to compete at a higher level. Let's jump in and elevate your gameplay with today's quick video on grouping units for micro. And I must apologize. It's like my voice took a vacation without telling me I'm here, but it's decided to stay behind and take a break. Let's start off with control grouping. Control grouping is a standard method for creating unit groups by holding down control and pressing a number key. So if I select all of these here, hold down control and hit 1, you can see they've all got a little 1 on them. Similarly down here, if I hold down control, select all these units here, and I'm using shift to select them all at once, and then holding down control, pressing 2, these are all on 2. So if I see like an enemy's coming at me, and I know which army's closer, I can just hit 1 or 2 and then move between them, and without having to select all the units, quickly move and take on an opponent. We see my spy bot. This method is great for keeping your main army specific unit types or critical structures organized. It's straightforward, and it's the go-to method for most players, ensuring your core units are just one key tap away. Now, I mentioned about the critical structures before. A recommendation would be to turn on the building dock setting. So if you go to settings and interface, it's this one over here. And that's just a little good tool where you can select your units out of the building dock rather than having to go find your factories and then click the units in the typical way. So if you're microing on the front line and you know you want a specific unit, you can quickly go in there and just interrupt the build queue and then build a unit, and then there it goes. Okay, the next thing to talk about is alt groups. Alt grouping, on the other hand, provides auto grouping for units. This group type allows for all units selected per a particular alt group to be assigned to that group once they are produced. And alt grouping also carries over from game to game. Alright, I'll show you an example of an alt group here. So if I select, let's say, these units here, I've got a can, deceiver, auger, manticore, and I'm going to hit Alt 3. So you can see down the bottom we've got the alt group for those unit types there. Now any unit that comes out of this factory that is part of the alt group will automatically have the number above its head. So you can see the Fiend wasn't in those groups, and the units that are part of that group are automatically getting that number.
It's funny that's the first time, even though I've been playing this game for a while and I have my own alt and thingy groups, I've never actually noticed that down at the bottom. You just mentioned them numbers and I never even noticed them. I don't know why I didn't notice them, but they're there. That's quite funny, was that?
Now, of course, you can see here, I've done the alt groups. They overwrite any control group. So if I want to put this group back in the control group 1, I'm going to have to reselect it and it's going to have to go again. If you want to remove control or alt groups, you just select the units that are part of a group and you hold down the alt or control and you hit the tilde key instead of a number, and it will just remove all those units from that selection.
And that tilde key is the one that's next to the number 1 key, if I remember rightly.
That's correct. Just battling with my
the
throat at the moment.
Just in case the people ask, what is a tilde key? It's not a key that's used very often, let's put it that way.
No, that's right. I actually had to look up what it was called. 2 more things for grouping. So one thing I use quite common in the game is a Control Z, and that selects all units of a certain type. So I selected a Sheldon, now it's selected all the Sheldons at once. And the next thing that I like to use, so I select Army 1, is holding down the control key while they're selected and then moving them all around at the speed of the slowest unit. This feature is very useful for maintaining tight formations, preventing faster units from charging ahead and getting isolated or destroyed. Also helps create more efficient engagement. So if Pigs, you want to use your unit so we can see how engaging at a distance with the control key rather than individually selecting will make it a lot easier to take out your army. Try and kill me a bit.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I said these sounds don't stand much chance against.
You might want to use those rollers.
Yeah, they should last a bit longer.
You can see a spy bot, what that can do as well, using Control D. And then those sumos stay on the front line to take most of that damage. That's pretty much it. Do you have any questions, Pigs?
No, oh, just the sorry, I missed my when I was watching my screen and your screen at the same time. What was the, just to go back and reiterate for the user, just in, I mean, it's, you know, making mess with the video, but just to go back on the what the slow moving, you know, you had your units selected again and you got them all to move in the same speed again, because I think that's the most important one in this particular thing.
So that's just simply holding down the control key until you see that little circle crosshair come up in the middle of your army, and then right clicking where you want that army to go, and it will just move in any direction at the speed of the sumo, or the slowest unit in that composition.
And they don't have to be in groups or anything, do they? They just have to be, they can be just any unit that you want.
Just what you have selected, that's it.
Alright. That seems so. I mean, even to me, that seems so simple, and I didn't know that. So hopefully that'll help for other people as well.
That's it. Thanks for watching, everyone.
Bye for now.
Hit subscribe. Thanks.